Hi everybody and welcome back to another multicultural video. Today I have the chance to be with Federico. I know there was another Federico and we made a different video about French and Italian to find out which one was more romantic. This one is the musician, the singer Federico. Funny story, he used to be my dance teacher. He used to correct my salsa and hip hop styling. Today we're here to talk about music. Back in the days when you were teaching me, it was Walter. Now it's Federico. You can tell us a little bit more about that.
Absolutely.
But first of all, can you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit more who you are and what brought you to Montreal.
I'm Walter Rivera, most known Walter Rivera in Montreal. So I arrived here in 1983, I believe.
Wow.
Yes.
I wasn't even born, you know.
I know. I came here alone, and listen, I fell in love with this country, and I studied here in Montreal. Then my mom came, and then I went to New York. Went to New York to study as well.
Cool.
I love New York, so now I came as a Federico as an artistic name because I kind of like I built Walter Rivera as a dancer. So people do know me as a dancer. Now I want to build Federico to have both elements, the singing and the dancing. So there's a brand.
And where are you from originally?
I am from Guatemala City.
Okay, cool.
The city of Mayan City, yes.
Cool, awesome.
Yes.
So that's it, you're releasing your first album. But what made you shift, or were you always passionate about singing?
Well, here's the story. The story is very interesting because I was a boys band member in Paris.
No way!
In 2000, from 2000 to 2004, I was in this boys band called For You.
Okay.
So I was already in Sony Music in Paris, so I was already on that career. And then eventually I didn't want to continue, so I came back into dancing, and that's where I started adopting dancing. I knew people in France, in Europe. Then I came to Montreal as a dancer and I started really developing that side to kind of like the hustle. That was my hustle of surviving. But I'm always being that writer, and I always love, I grew up with different type of music. Salsa was my last thing in my list to really like teach or learn or, you know, or do shows with it.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's how I came back to the singing, because that was my first love, singing, and my success was from there.
Okay.
So today I just want to be myself, actually, not being part of a boys band, which I love the experience. It was an amazing experience, but now I think I got this got to be more personal and what I believe I can do, and put something new out there, something about fun that I think it's missing. Fun, pleasures, and just smile. I'm not a dramatic singer. I love to have fun. I love to dance, and I think we need that. That's why I call it funk.
Right, yeah, and especially now with all the pandemic and all the everything that's happening in the world, I think we need it right now.
We do need it. You know I'm from France, by the way. Oh,
I'm from Paris.
No way. Look at this.
Yeah, small world.
Small world.
But let's get back to the music itself. What's your genre? I know it's funk and it's fun music, but what kind of rhythm, what kind of musicality are you going for?
Well, I tell you, the best example that I can give you is Bruno Mars.
Okay.
Bruno Mars found a way to get people happy again with a song, and and that's what he did.
Yeah.
I strongly believe that I can do that. My twist is that I can do it in other languages, because we can also bring that vaccine of funk in other cultures, which is Latin. You know, Latins are very well known for the music, but there's no such a thing as funk.
Yeah.
Unless you're from New York, you're from Queens, and then you go Latin funk. But I think it's time to really start opening a little bit more, and I want to do it. I want to really show people that music is not about a language.
Yeah.
It's just about feelings, and it's just about fun. So if I can really put out there something proper in French, funk, I think you will forget that I'm singing in any languages and just follow something else, right?
Yeah, and that's also very interesting in your music, because in Montreal a lot of people speak Franglish.
Yes.
They mix French and English in the same sentence. For you it's different because you mix French and Spanish.
That's right.
Which has never been done before. I've never heard that before. So, for example, this line, Chanel, Gucci, Prada, elle a pas besoin de nada, elle danse jusqu'à mañana.
That's right.
Where do you come up with these lyrics?
Well, I think we live this way in Montreal. We live this way just so people don't know it. So we are here. I'm that one. I'm the urban guy who lives that way, that we can speak two languages and we live such a way that we go out, we want to have fun.
Yeah.
So we're just expressing who we are here in Montreal to the world. That, hey, you know, Chanel, Gucci, Prada, like, you know, t'as pas besoin de nada is kind of like, hey, we don't need like this is the way we live here in Montreal. And I'm trying to express it just the same way as LA might have a twist of LA that goes, oh, that's LA.
Yeah.
New York has a little twist like, okay, that's New York. But now Montreal, I think, I want people to recognize that we speak many languages and we ain't got no problem.
It's true. That being said, you mentioned that you were living in Paris, so I suppose you learned French there.
Absolutely.
Do you also include a little bit of Québécois in your lyrics?
I try, because of the industry, I sometimes when I bug around, I do it.
Okay.
Right? So here it is. If I want to sell a little bit more universal and I want to go really in France, I need to respect a certain level of French.
Yeah.
So it's proper, right?
Yeah.
So of course, sometimes here, I wish I can give so much from here, but you know, we need to feed the industry properly first. And then things might come up one day to really give something for Quebec, and you know, it's nothing wrong. I mean, we live the way we live, and totally nothing wrong.
Absolutely. Are you also planning to add a little bit of English in the future, or are you going to stick with French and Spanish?
Well, right now we have a different project with some friends of mine in the States.
Okay.
And we're really doing funk, pure funk, and they are funk soul fanatics. And I'm trying to bring really just Spanish and then Spanglish into it. So that's a new project that I'm hitting in the States right now. But here will be really more French and Spanish.
Okay.
Because I do want to represent, there's a lot of people that do learn Spanish that they're not Latinos.
Mm-hmm, true.
So I want to represent those ones that know and they can use it. And I want to represent the Latinos that were born here with French. And then that's the way we speak, right?
That's true, absolutely. Now, we spoke about Québécois, but what about Guatemala? Is there if words, expressions, or can people tell through your accent or through the words you use that you're from there?
Oh, that's interesting. You know, being out of my country for so many years and being in the world, traveling so much, and you know, I lived in Cuba for years as well.
Cool.
I love the Cuban cultures. I got hooked into it.
Yeah.
I learned the dancing. I learned the culture, everything. So I think once you kind of start have the ability and you have the chance in life to hang with different cultures, accents, for me it's such a pleasure because I've been with Algerians, Moroccans, Egyptians, Africans, Cubans, Puerto Ricans, I've been with Colombians. Once you start really seeing the whole thing, for me personally, I don't think the accents matter no more. Mm-hmm. It's just what you deliver.
That's right.
And I became that one. And like I said again, it's what got to me is that I got lucky in life to be out of my country in a certain age. And today, I mean, I go to Cuba, everybody thinks I'm Cuban. And I go to Guatemala, and they don't know I'm Guatemalan.
No
way. Your accent, right? So I don't have the accent anymore.
Yeah.
And it takes me a little time. But every country has a little accent, and I can do it.
Okay.
I can definitely do the Colombian, the Cuban, the Puerto Rican.
That's fascinating.
It's fascinating, and that's what I want to promote, because we're no longer in that little section no, I'm from here. No, now we're I am not. I'm from the world. That's
right, citizen of the world. However, I know that there are a lot of polyglots in my audience, and I'm just curious, how many languages do you speak?
I speak 5 languages.
Okay.
Yes. So I speak 5 languages: Spanish, French, English, Portuguese, Italian.
So why now? Why are you going back to music now?
Yeah, very good question, man. I'm really passionate to answer that question because like me, there's plenty out there that they might doubt. There's doubts in there on anybody that practice arts right now because of the situation. And I strongly believe that us as an artist, pure artists, we have this need to see what's missing and to put it out there.
Okay.
That's the pure artist. Now you have the second layer artist that I call, that they were just gonna follow what's trendy and they're gonna copy, and they might have a little percentage of it. But as a pure artist, I think we have the responsibility, and I think there's a space missing. We've been immigrants for so many years that I think now we can actually say, hey, I can do this. I think we're on the right timing to do things and show the world that there is no more layers, there is no more stops anywhere, there is no more, walls. Actually, I want to really do this to show people that language is just languages for me, because I'm an immigrant and I don't follow anything else. I don't follow politics. I just follow music. And I think today we're missing sections as blend languages properly, obviously, respecting the rules, and give a new twist, a new flavor to the world, to hear a province, a country, anywhere that you want. Just we into that world of creating something new. Things are being there. Rock and roll has been there for years. I think now the generation that are right now on it, I love it. I'm learning from them, as they probably can learn from me, because I come probably from a deeper background, and the new generation just come with a technology background. But when we mix both, it's a beautiful thing.
I know.
I love it, and I'm really, really loving this, that I can blend things. Today, I can say, hey, I can speak two languages in a song, and I think people can relate to me. And they can actually have fun with it.
Absolutely.
So I think I found a little spot that is not being used, and I want to use it.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm coming back today, because I've been living my life running around or walking around, hearing stuff, analyzing, goes, why nobody has done, let's say, salsa properly in English or French or any other language, but properly.
Yeah.
If you respect clave, then you have salsa. Now in the soul, if you have soul into your voice, it doesn't matter where you're from. You have soul. I think today we're living that, because the technology is allowing us to see so many out there. So I want to do that, because I'm just another one that, hey, I exist. I speak other languages, and I grew up with soul, funk, but I'm Latin. So I want to give my little spice. I want to twist something, and I think that's what we need to do.
And you're pretty unique in that field, I think. Well, thank you for sharing. These are very wise words, and I wish you all the best. What are your plans concretely? So you're going to be releasing your album, but what's next? Are you going to make a music video or?
Yes. So what's coming right now? It's the songs are finished. Now we're trying to release the song one by one. Video is also coming up. We're gonna be twisting a video with some new steps, new dance that I really want to promote.
Okay.
I want to promote dancers that have all the many backgrounds that we can interpret music differently. Okay. Funk, I want to show people how I interpret funk. I'm not saying that that's it. Nothing's it.
Yeah.
You got to make it.
Yeah.
Right? So I think videos are coming. That's going to be a very strong point for me as a dancer. And the music, funk, I'm trying to pop funk so it can be radio friendly. And also people can just gravitate on words that are so easy to say, and such an everyday words and situations. So yeah, that's what's coming. The projects are coming.
Cool.
I'm traveling to make videos. I'm going back to Guatemala to create another video.
Awesome. Nice.
I'm going to Miami to create a video as well.
No way. Wow.
Paris is in my list.
Okay.
So hey, it's from April 16th.
Yeah.
We opening the gates, and we just exploring with the music, and here we go. Let's see what's coming next for me, but we're definitely gonna be in the middle for a long time.
I love it. So thank you very much. That concludes this video. So guys, go on federico-music.com. Also Federico Music on Instagram and TikTok. By the way, if there are any Spanish or French speakers in the crowd, let us know in the comments. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe to support this channel, and we'll see you very soon for more videos. Bye.